Ya, yang terhormat Prof. Khatijah dari Universitas Malaysia Terengganu, yang terhormat Dr. Nuri Herawati, Koordinator Program Studi Pengembangan Sumber Daya Manusia, Sekolah Pasca Sarjana Universitas Airlangga. Selamat datang juga kepada semua peserta dari public lecture hari ini dengan topik Teori Pengembangan Sumber Daya Manusia sebagai lanjutan dari Teori Pengembangan Manusia Sumber Daya Manusia pada tanggal pada yang part 1 ya, ini yang part kedua. Ya, sebelumnya langsung aja saya mulai. Mohon maaf. Kepada Bu Nuri mungkin bisa dilanjutkan. Monggo Bu Nuri.
Oke. Terima kasih. Thank you. Prof. Khatijah, thank you. Ini mungkin yang terakhir ya, the last public lecture
semester.
For
us.
Untuk
semester ini yang terakhir.
Semester ya. Harus di-arrange Prof. Khatijah next semester.
Iya.
Banyak penggemarnya, Bu.
Iya. Kalau bisa ke sana lagi seronok gitu kan. Saya cuma ke UNER cuma sekali.
Oh ya.
2019 waktu itu WUACD, ya. World University Association.
WUACD.
Under Prof. Yusuf ya, Prof. Yusuf waktu itu.
Prof. Yusuf.
Yusuf waktu itu dia
research development.
Prof. Yusuf Arianto. Saya lupa namanya. Yusuf Irianto ya.
Oke, Prof. Khatijah silakan dimulai.
Dimulai.
Ya. Sudah tidak sabar menunggu.
Oh iya.
Disiapkan dulu minumnya Prof. Khatijah.
Oh, ini kan dimulain apa? Lebaran lagi. Oke, assalamualaikum semuanya. Selamat siang buat ya Bu Dr. Nuri, Fitri, dan juga mahasiswa yang lainnya ya. Ini merupakan ya kuliah terakhir saya ya untuk semester ini bersama MBA students ya di sana. Oke, kita lanjutkan dan sebelum itu ya selamat Lebaran juga kepada semua mahasiswa di sana. Ya tadinya kita bicara sama Bu Nuri dengan Bu Dr. Nuri dengan Bu Fitri, mungkin yang lain-lain juga ya. Selamat Lebaran ya, Idul Fitri dari saya juga ya. Walaupun kali ini mungkin Lebaran kita tidak semeriah yang sebelum ini ya.
Yeah.
Sebab saya kira di Indonesia Lebarannya sangat meriah. Saya pernah berhari raya di sana tahun 2018 di Bandung. Waktu itu saya attachment dengan Universitas Telkom Bandung.
Oh, Telkom.
Ini sangat meriah, seronok. Yeah. Okay, so we continue our second part of Human Resource Development Theory, okay? As Bu Nuri, yuk kita silakan. Jadi saya mulakan untuk share dulu ya.
Yeah.
Oh yo. Oh. Sama kayaknya. Ayo. Oke, bisa. Kenapa ada masalah di sini? Sebentar ya.
Ya, oke.
Oke, boleh dilihat? Can you see the PowerPoint?
Yes.
All right. Okay, so we continue our second part of Human Resource Development Theories. Okay, so so let us recap. Okay, what we have touched on part one during part one lecture. Okay, so we did touch on the difference between HRM and HRD, right? Okay, my dear students over there. Okay, so under this we touch on the definition, objective, and function, and then we go to the the statement that HRD is subset of HRM. So then we go to the evolution of HRD definition, followed by the foundation theories of HRD. And again, I would like to refresh what we have discussed last meeting also. What is human resource development? All right. HRD is a process for developing and unleashing expertise for the purpose of improving individual, team, work process, and organizational system performance. Okay, so this is actually the definition of the process of human resource development. Okay, maybe I would like to take about 2 to 3 minutes to refresh what we have discussed ataupun apa yang telah kita bicarakan dalam pertemuan yang lalu ya. Okay, so a bit, okay, again, the function of human resource development. Kalau masih lagi ingat, kita bicarakan tentang 3 elements under human resource development, okay, which are training and development, organization development, and career development. Okay, all these actually relate to human resource development. How we are going to develop the human resource at our organization so that they together be with us, okay, towards the better performance of the organization. All right. So what's next then? Okay, so still remember the objective of human resource development, yeah. Okay, so we have 4 objectives of human resource development here to upgrade employee skills. So that's why if we want to upgrade the employee skill, the skill development program must always be conducted. Then to increase employee motivation to perform in such a way that the organization wants them to perform. Okay, so the employees, okay, should have high motivation level. Okay, then the third one is to improve employee performance and to provide career guides. And the last one is to enhance employee and organizational effectiveness, efficiency, and well-being. All right. So next, okay, why is it? Okay, next. Why? Cannot. Okay, sorry, I don't know what happened here. Start. Okay, all right, yes. Okay, so the objective and last one. Okay, this one I just keep this one. All right, next is, okay, I would like to also refresh what has been quoted by Ken Robinson. Okay, he said that human resources are the natural resources. They are often buried deep that you have to go looking for them. They are not just lying around on the surface. You have to create the circumstances where they show themselves. Very nice quotes actually. Okay, so what is meant by that quote? Okay, so do we have Herma here? Okay, I won't forget this name. Herma, Adeline, okay?
Hello.
Yeah. Oh,
yes.
Yeah. There you are. Okay.
Hello.
Yes. What is meant by?
Yes, Prof.
Yes. How are you, Herma? Herma?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Prof, thank you so much.
Oh yeah. So how's your Lebaran then?
Prof Khadijah.
Yeah.
My Lebaran is it's okay, but I just can't going to my grandparents.
Yes, the same goes here. It's okay. Yes. That one is just stay safe, all right? Better safer than we better safe than we regret later on. Okay, so back to my question. Okay, what actually this quote mean to you, Herma?
This quote, human resources are like natural resources. They are often buried deep. You have to go looking for them. They are not just lying around on the surface. You have to create the circumvent. This is my opinion, Prof, about human resource. I think human resource is really interesting and also complicated things. Why? Because we should look all of the aspect for make a decision when we be a human resources like that.
Yes, human resource is complicated. Okay, I like that quote.
Yes.
Human resource is very
it's
complicated.
Yeah. It's complicated, Prof.
Because it's easy to deal with things rather than with people, right? That makes people complicated. Yeah. So actually, human resource, okay, valuable resources, okay, but how to make these natural resources valuable, okay, so we have to as the manager sometime, okay, to make sure that our human resource are valuable, we have to really know our workforce, okay? We have to know their strength so that we can use their competency for the betterment of the organization. And let's say we found their strength, their weaknesses, sorry, so it is not for them to be blamed, but to try to improve their weaknesses so that they can gradually improve and turn their weakness into something better, or maybe turn their weakness into strength with the help of organizational assistance in terms of maybe a training and development. Okay, so what I want to say here is that what organization have to understand the factors, okay, that can influence, okay, the human resource to go further, okay, so that they can to unleash themselves, okay, as quoted by Ken Robinson here. Okay, so yes, Herma and others, we go to the next slide. Okay,
because one,
yes, go on. Yes, Herma.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Hi, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I think a person with activity as human resource or HRD can learn to be a wise person, because so looking for another aspect for better future, like
human resource, actually they can always be better because there are something always the process of learning always happens, right, Herma? Okay, so we move to the next slide. What happened here? Sorry, it's hard for me. Sometimes I got a problem with moving to the next slide. Okay, so next is, okay, what can influence people's productivity and performance? Okay, as we discussed before, okay, there are factors, okay, there are factors actually that can influence people's or human resource attitude and behavior, and there are also factors that can influence people's productivity and performance. And as mentioned by many of the researchers, okay, especially management researchers, okay, they say that, okay, there are factors like personal factors, environmental factors, and organizational factors that can influence, okay, human resource, okay, in terms of their attitudes and behavior, and in terms of their performance and productivity. Okay, so here, as you can see on the slide here, all right, personal factors can be, okay, this is some of the examples only, some of the variables under personal factors. Personality, motivation, and competencies, okay? And under environmental factors, okay, factors that can influence people or workforce are work environment, okay, relationship, okay, organizational climates, yeah, and others. And under organizational factors, okay, maybe the variables can be policies, rules and regulation, management styles, as well as leadership styles. Okay, these are the factors actually that can influence the development of the human resource under each organization. Okay, all right. Okay, as mentioned before, okay, previous researchers agree that there are many factors that can contribute to employee performance, employee development, and employee productivity, and so on. Okay, and some of them that I managed to list here are maybe job satisfaction, training, okay, what else? Goals and expectation, yeah, compensation. Compensation of course, ya. Selalunya gitu ya, kita melihat rewards and compensation as the primary motivators, yeah, for us to develop in our organization. Okay, but there is one interesting findings from a researcher named James Preston Kiamu Watetu. Okay, he did this study in maybe before 2017, yeah, but this article was published in 2017. Okay, he did a study and published an article, okay, entitled Factors Affecting Employee Performance in Organization. And he managed to come up with the factors that can influence the performance of the employees, which are, okay, the 4 factors, right? Motivation, job design, management or leadership style, and working condition. Okay, actually these are not the limited 4 factors. There are many more factors, but what I'm trying to bring up here is that the findings by James Preston Kiamu Watetu. Okay, so why I'm interested in discussing this article actually, okay, because those 4 factors, motivation, job design, leadership style, and working condition. And why I highlight motivation and leadership style here, because these are the 2 factors that I'm going to stress on, yeah, in our class today. Okay, because actually there are many factors, and each of the factor, they have their own theories that relate to the factors. So I choose 2 factors that we can discuss together. We can share, yeah, the theories that have been discussed by the scholars. And I would very much appreciate if, let's say, while I'm doing the lecture, while I'm giving you the or sharing with you the findings or the knowledge that I have here, okay, you too, my dear mahasiswa, my dear students, can just interrupt. Okay, so we make this class as interactive class. Okay, can you do that for me? Hello. Okay, alhamdulillah, I like that. All right. So next is, okay, so because I choose 2 factors to stress on in our class. So one is motivation. Okay, remember that one of the objective of human resource development is to motivate is to increase the motivation of the employees, right? Okay, so what is motivation? So before we go to the theories under motivation, so we go with the definition of the motivation. Okay, as you can see here, motivation consists of powers that can move, direct, and enable a person to do their work diligently to achieve their goals. That is stated by William in 2000. Yes. Okay, motivating factor is actually the factor, okay, that push us to do something. Okay, for example, what motivates us to do more work, for example, or to achieve KPI given to us. So yes, the motivating factors, then maybe the reward that we receive. When we achieve our KPI, maybe we can be promoted, okay, because certain KPI is the requirement for an employee to be promoted. Okay, I don't know at Universitas in Indonesia, yeah, but in my university, okay, we go stage by stage, okay, from DS45, and if let's say DS45 you have fulfilled the requirement that have been given to you, then you can go up of a step further, which is the S51, then 52, 54. That one is promotion actually. So actually, we will try to fulfill our KPI, key performance index, that has been given to us. So in order for us to climb the ladder up and up. All right, so that is one of the motivating factors for me as a lecturer in University Malaysia Terengganu. So maybe even though among the students here, maybe some of you are also working people, right? So maybe you have the motivating factor why you attend this class, right? So maybe after that, after you finish your master in human resource, maybe when you go back to your organization, then you will be promoted, okay, a step higher than what you are now. All right. And then to motivate workers, okay, here we go to the slide again. Okay, managers must understand factors that can motivate workers to perform well in their work. Okay, if the manager know what are the factors that can motivate the employees to work better or to work harder or to increase their productivity or to give more than they used to give, then this can be easy for the management, yeah, to handle with their workers. Okay, but the main thing is that the management or the organization have to know what are the motivating factors that can motivate their employees to work harder or to give more than they used to give before. Okay. All right, so many studies on motivation have been conducted through several approaches, and I would like to stress here that I focus on the two types of approach, which are need-based approach and process-based approach. Okay, okay, we go to the need-based approach. Okay. If let's say, my dear students, okay, my dear mahasiswa, if you have any question, just interrupt, yeah, just stop me, okay, just unmute your microphone and just voice out. All right, yeah. And not just if you have any question, but if you have, let's say, you think that you want to share something with us and you think that some additional information that you have to top up the lecture for today, you are most welcome. All right. Okay, and then, okay, we go to the need-based approach. Okay, what is need-based approach? Okay, we go to the definition first, all right? Okay, need-based approach emphasizes on human-specific needs or internal factors. It is the internal factors that triggers or try to push the employees to do something. Okay, so internal factors, not the external. Internal factors meaning that what is within the desire, the wants within the employees themselves. All right. Okay, and three important models or theories under need-based approach that we are going to discuss this afternoon are Maslow's hierarchy of needs, two-factor models, and achievement of needs model. Okay, so three theories, motivational theories for under need-based approach today. Three, Maslow hierarchy of needs, two-factor models, and achievement of needs model. Okay, so we continue, okay, with the first theory under need-based approach. Okay, I bet most of you have learned this Maslow theory, right? Okay, can I listen to somebody that want to explain what is Maslow theory before I go further? Okay, I can see here Wahyu. Can you share something with me? Yureta Wahyu. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Okay, have you heard about Maslow theory before? Wahyu? Oh, okay, we go to the next person. Anybody can be with me? Okay, have you heard or have you listened Maslow theory before? Have you learned before? Yeah, okay. Yes. Okay, can you share with me what you understand? Oh, Herma again. Okay, Herma.
Maybe another person. So okay, I explain okay. First, maybe.
Yeah.
I think Maslow theory is about a human needed.
Yeah.
And its hierarchy.
Yeah.
Like for the highest, people needed is self-actualization.
Yes,
then
self-actualization.
Down, esteem needed. Then social needs, safety need, and psychological needs. I think.
Yes, all right. You are right, Herma. Thank you very much, Herma. Yes, as Herma explained, okay, Maslow theory are the 5 levels of needs, okay, and the lowest need is the psychological needs, and then safety needs. These are 2 lower level needs, that explained by Maslow theory. But these 3, social needs, okay, esteem needs, and self-actualization needs, they are higher level needs, okay, and usually when we start to have our career. So our social needs to be together with our colleagues, and then our esteem needs then try to take place. Okay, so before we go further, okay, psychological needs actually are the universal human needs. We need food, we need shelter, right? Then safety needs are the personal and security, emotional security, okay, financial security, and at this time maybe financial security we can relate to the career that we have. Okay, so when we have career, then we have the guaranteed financial security, all right? And social needs, okay, the needs to be friends with others, to mingle around with our colleagues, to love and to be loved, all right? So those are the social needs. And then esteem needs, okay, esteem needs for status, recognition, fame, prestige, and attention. And this actually, if we are a career person, we must have esteem needs. Okay, why? When we have the needs to be recognized, the need for status, so that will be the motivating factors for us to go higher. Okay, to do more. Okay, as to do more as needed in order for us to climb the ladder for status. All right, and of course, self-actualization needs is to become the most that one can be. But sometimes, okay, people, they don't know their potential. So that is the role of the management to identify the potential of their workers. Yeah, so here HRD very much play the role in unleashing the potential of the workers. So sometimes the culture, the management style also will will shape the workers in their career. Because that's why sometimes we can see there are workers who are just so. Okay, you understand what I mean by so? Yeah, you just go to work and back from work, just doing that what you're supposed to do. But there are also some of the workers that are highly motivated. They will do more than what are required to them. Yeah. So this one are the potential workers that are to be the performers to the organization. All right. Okay, so this is the diagram. Okay, so you always see when we talk about Maslow theory, the triangle, always come to our mind, right? This one triangle here. Yeah. So start with the psychological need, the lowest need, until the self-actualization, the highest. Okay, self-fulfillment need. All right. Okay, so we go to the next one. Okay, the next theory, which is motivation and hygiene factors. Okay, motivation and hygiene factors was introduced by Frederick Herzberg. Okay, Frederick Herzberg, and he did a study. Okay, he did a study that covered many kinds of careers, including accountants, engineers, nurses, military officers, and others. Okay, so he did the study to investigate what actually can motivate workers to perform in the organization. And of course, for the organization, if their workers perform better, that one is the positive signal for them. Yeah, because that when the workers perform better, it also can contribute to better performance of the whole organization. Okay, anybody can tell me about motivation and hygiene factors that we have learned before? Hello. It's okay. Don't worry if you. Yeah. Okay. So please, who's this?
My name is Fatur.
What?
My name is Fatur.
Hatur. Okay, Hatur. Okay. Yes, Hatur, please.
In my opinion, maybe motivation. One factor that motivates people to perform well in their work is the hygiene factor, which means the cleanliness of their work environment, or maybe the ergonomical factors that good in work environment could motivate people to perform better, because we know human is not just a social people, but they are also biological people, so they also tend to pay attention to something matter about the health or the hygiene.
Yes, thank you very much, Hatur. You are very right. Okay. So yes, as mentioned by Hatur. Okay. So motivating factors are the factors that motivate. Okay, that increase the level of motivation of the workers to do better. Okay, and there are actually including what we call that recognition. Okay, the job itself, the job context. But the hygiene factors, as mentioned by Hatur, yes. Okay, those are the working environment, the pay, the policies, the organizational climates. Those are also that what can be together with the motivating factors. But remember that, okay, motivating factors leads to satisfaction, a job satisfaction of the workers. But hygiene factors, actually, the presence of hygiene factors will also contribute to the motivation. But the absence, the absence of hygiene factors, the absent, enggak ada, bila enggak ada di sini absent, the absence of hygiene factors will lead to dissatisfaction. For example, if the working condition is very not comfortable, and the policy are not up to the standard that workers want, right? So the absence of hygiene factors might lead to dissatisfaction, but the presence of hygiene factors might not necessarily contribute to motivation or contribute to a job satisfaction of the workers. So that's why organization actually have to really not just pay attention to the motivating factors, but also not ignoring the hygiene factors. Okay, we go to, okay, what actually, okay, motivating factors. Okay, so here for a clear understanding or for further understanding. Okay, so as mentioned by Herzberg, okay, there are motivating factors and hygiene factors. Okay, motivating factors, they come from job content. Okay, so job content is the source of job satisfaction. So motivating factors is within the job itself. Okay, for example, the responsibility, the workload, and if let's say the achievement, the recognition. So those are the motivating factors. But the hygiene factors, it comes from job context. Not job content. Job content is what within the job. Yeah. For example, task and responsibility, job function. So that is job content. Yeah, and that is the source for job satisfaction. But job context is the source of dissatisfaction. Yeah, job context, not within the job itself, but surrounding. Or external, meaning that outside the job content. So they can be paid, working condition, for example. But actually, this is what has been said by Herzberg. But actually, Herzberg failed to touch on the difference in the culture, maybe, and in the environment. Okay, because maybe yes, for Western people, pay or salary is the hygiene factors. But okay, for people in the developing country, pay, salary, bonus, those are also be the motivating factors. But what we are discussing here is what has been mentioned by Herzberg. So these are the Herzberg's findings. So we can argue actually, because there are few papers that also critique Herzberg, because according to them, if let's say Herzberg said that pay and salary, or pay or salary compensation is the hygiene factors, but in most of developing countries, salary and compensation come under motivating factors. So, but we don't have to argue here. But we just discuss what has been mentioned or what has been found by Herzberg. Okay. Yes. Any question or any additional information that any of you want to share here?
May I ask?
Yeah. Of course.
Okay. If the employees of a company were paid with the abnormal salary, with underpaid salary, do we need to criticize them, even though the employees themselves were very happy with what the company gives to them?
Yes, actually, in the context of Herzberg, yes. Okay, even though the organization pay lower than what is expected by the employee, but still they are satisfied because there are other factors. There are other motivating factors that make them satisfied with their job. Okay, because to somebody, pay is not the prime factor. Okay, but what are the most important factors for them are the motivating factors. The achievement, for example, they are given the KPI and they manage to achieve the KPI, and they are they are happy, or they are proud, because they proud of themselves because they can achieve the KPI. Yes, they are also some of the workers who are not really concerned about the pay. Not really concerned about the pay. For me, is that pay or salary is not their prime concern. Okay, so in this case, are you Hatur? Hatur, yeah? Hatur, yes, because I noticed that the same voice, but I cannot see your picture or your name here, because in my in my laptop or on my screen, I just can see four participants, including me. Yeah, so the rest I cannot see. So when you talk, so I don't know. Yeah, who is talking? Okay. Oh, you are Fatur Rozi. Yeah. Fatur.
Yes, Prof.
Okay, Fatur Rozi. Thank you very much, Fatur. Yeah. Okay. So did I answer your question, Fatur?
Okay. So but within the underpaid salary was also kind of what abuse of power to the employee because they paid under salary even though the employee is happy.
Okay, so this one we cannot just discuss this within the context of Herzberg, yeah. But what Herzberg is saying is that underpaid is not the factor, yeah, that contribute to job dissatisfaction because it is hygiene factors. But okay, if let's say what you are saying just now, what we were saying just now, Fatur, yeah. It is the abuse, okay? Abuse of power. Of course, this one is a humani factor. Okay, so of course we cannot avoid to come across this kind of situation. Yes, in many organization, especially profit-oriented organization, this kind of situation you will find. Okay, Fatur. So this is not in the context of Herzberg theory, but this one we can see in the context of the whole HRM process actually. Yeah, the whole HRM process, which is other factors or other elements that also need to be considered by the management. Okay, when it comes to the welfare of the employees. Yeah, Fatur. So I hope I answer your question, but this is outside the context of Herzberg theory. Okay.
Okay, thank
Fatur.
you for your information.
All right. Yeah. But of course, you can but find more information in the management theory, general management theory. Okay. All right, so this is what we have discussed just now. Okay, so this only I would like to share with you what are some of the variables that are considered as hygiene factors, and what are the variables that considered as the motivating factors under Herzberg theory. Okay, so these are some of them. Yeah, but as I mentioned before, many or a few articles has also argued or critiques Herzberg theory in terms of salary here, salary and also status, but in terms of in the perspective of different culture, different culture. Maybe yes, Western culture, salary may come under hygiene factors and not motivating factors, but to workers in the developing country may be different. Okay. Okay, the third theory is achievement of needs. This achievement of needs theory actually developed by McClellan in McClellan, but based on the Henry Murray's theory before that. So McClellan found that people who acquire a particular need behave differently from those who do not have. So here, what motivate employees or people to behave in certain ways are the achievement needs that they have. Okay, so according to McClellan, people or workers, okay, because we are talking in the context of organization or HRD, human resource development. Okay, so according to McClellan, okay, employees or human resource, they have three kind of needs. Needs for achievement, Okay, need for achievement is the achievement motivation. You want to achieve something. Yeah, for example, okay, what is your KPI for yourself, not just for the organization, but maybe you have the KPI for yourself, what you want to achieve actually. Yeah, so but according to McClellan, needs of achievement is different from person to person. Okay, it depends on the way they brought up, okay, the place that they stay, okay, their personal experience, okay, those who maybe always be outside of their organization, or maybe in their own territory, okay, maybe they always be out of country, so maybe they have different needs for achievement. Okay, so need for achievement according to McClellan is different from people to people, depends on their personal experience, the way they brought up, okay, maybe their family background, okay, and types of organization they join. Okay, if let's say the organization is the organization that is very dynamic, very dynamic, not the medium, or not the the social industry, the or social organization, maybe the needs for achievement is different. But if they are in the very dynamic organization, the organization that aim high, so needs for achievement might also be different for the employees, because the management itself have set their different level of achievement. All right, second needs here, okay, achievement needs under McClellan is needs for power. Okay, so employees, so they are different also. Okay, maybe some of the employees, they don't really have the needs for power. Okay, what is needs for power? Okay, needs for power here is the needs or the desire for us to influence others, to control others, okay, to make people listen to us. Okay, so usually workers who has the high needs of power, they try to climb the ladder of status. They try hard. Okay, so because their aim is to be at the top, at least stage by stage. All right, but stage higher than what they are at now. And the third needs, the third need is the needs for affiliation. Of course, this one is the desire to be together with others, to make friends, to socialize. Okay, that is the needs for affiliation. Okay, and usually people with three needs here, with high needs for achievement, with high needs for power, with high needs for affiliation, their way of bringing themselves in the organization is different. Okay, they will try to show their true potential, because their aim is not just for salary, their aim is not just for bonus, but their aim is to be higher, in the higher position than what they are at now. All right, so that is McClellan theory of needs. And as mentioned by McClellan, okay, so this is what is mentioned, what has been mentioned by McClellan. Okay, people with high need for achievement, he said, people with high need of achievement, they will have strong desire for performance feedback, because they always want to achieve something. So if they don't achieve, they try to get the feedback from the management or their supervisor or their leader, and they don't be worried. They don't be worried about how the feedback will look like, whether positive or negative, as long as they can improve themselves to be better, to achieve what they want to achieve. And they look for challenging tasks. This is the kind of people that actually organization really wish to have. So if, let's say, the organization know what kind of workers that they have. Oh, my workers, most of my workers actually, they have this kind of needs for achievement, needs for power, needs for affiliation. So these are the people that love challenging tasks, and they stress on personal achievement. Okay, and people with high need for power, okay, they have the desire to influence and direct somebody else. They have the desire to control others, and they have the concern for maintaining leader-follower relation. Okay, so this is what has been mentioned by McClellan. Okay, and people with high need for affiliation, okay, those who like to socialize, to be with others, not just work alone, or be alone in the office. So people with high need for affiliation, they have a strong desire for acceptance and approval from others. They like to make friends, and they like to maybe not just make friends in terms of informal, but formal also. When they have meeting, for example, inter-organization meetings, so they try to make networking. They try to create networking. So these people are the people with high need for affiliation, and they value the feeling of others. And McClellan say that for the employees, to be the performing employees, they need to have these three needs for achievement, needs for power, and need for affiliation altogether. Not just need for achievement only, but they don't have the need for power, because actually the people with high need for achievement but don't have the need for power and need for affiliation, they are lone ranger. They try to just fulfill their KPI, but maybe not for the whole organization. Just they try to fulfill their KPI only. So that one is not that good. If, let's say, we just have a high need but need for achievement only. So for the workers to be the performing workers, these three kinds of needs must simultaneously be in the particular workers. All right, so we have done with need-based approach, but we are still under motivation approach, motivation theory, sorry. But the second approach is process-based approach, okay? So what is the process-based approach? Okay, here, managers need to understand the reason why people have different needs and goals. Okay, why different needs of people change and how people change to satisfy their needs. And in our process-based approach, there are 4 theories that we are going to discuss here, okay, which are expectancy theory or model, equity model, goal setting model, and behavior reinforcement model. Okay. So we go to the first one, expectancy theory. Okay. So expectancy theory actually was introduced by Victor Vroom. Okay. Vroom introduced this theory, and they say that, okay, employee who expect something. For example, we are the employees and we expect for maybe to be promoted. We expect the outcome that we want to reach is, okay, by these 2 years, I want to be promoted. And within 2 years, I want to have certain level of salary, for example. So they expect, they expect what to gain. So when they expect, they have the expectancy, they will put much effort to reach their their expectancy through instrumentality. Okay, what is instrumentality? Instrumentality is means or ways. So they put their effort, much effort, in whatever ways or whatever means they can to fulfill or to achieve what have been they expect to gain, as the valence that they will get. Valence is the outcome, the end result. Okay, so of course, yes, I think this theory really work for some of the workers who really aim for the better result at the end. For example, okay, they put their aim already. What is the outcome? What I'm going to be in 2 years' time. So this and that and that. So they will put much effort on that. They will perform through instrumentality to achieve the outcome or the balance that they have set before. So this also, even though the name is different, but actually when you see the context of it, it is more or less similar to the goal setting theory. Okay, so this is the second theory. Oh, sorry, the first theory and the process-based approach. Okay, so this theory suggests that in order to become a highly motivated person, expectancy, instrumentality, and balance must be also high. Okay, so if you set, okay, if you set the end result or the outcome high, so the instrumentality, the performance that you have to do also must be high, as you expect, because the higher you expect you to be, so the more effort you should pay to it. Okay, so what Room say is that in order to become highly motivated, these 3 elements in this theory must be also high. Okay, and you won't be motivating people if, let's say, you just have the expectancy but you have lower level of instrumentality and balance. Just expect, jadi macam angan-angan mak jenin saja, kan? Alright, so next is equity theory. Okay, equity theory was introduced by Stacey Adam. All right, and equity theory is actually based on the idea that people want to be treated equally. They want to be treated equally, but not just actually outside the organization, but within the organization lagi lah, kan? We always want to compare. Okay, what we have contributed and what we gain from what we have contributed, right? We always compare ourselves with others. Okay, and if, let's say, we contribute the same but we gain different reward, so we say that it is unfair, right? But if we contribute the same and the reward is the same, of course that one we will say that we are equally treated. Okay. Okay, this theory actually aims to strike the balance between the employees' input and output. Okay, so what are the input that employees always give, okay, to the organization? Okay, the input can be in terms of time, effort, skills, experience, and knowledge that they give when they do their work. And what are the output that they gain? The output can be like salary, benefits, recognition, praise, promotion. So these are the input-output notion. Okay, so I would like to bring you all to this diagram. Okay, so the equity theory, they strike the balance between the input and output, and it is based on the notion that people would like to be treated equally. Okay, so people will assume that they are equally treated when they found that, especially workers in the organization, very sensitive, you know. Yeah, if the reward per input for them is the same as the reward per input of others, they will see that equality exists. Oh, adil. Organisasi itu adil. Kerana apa yang saya berikan dan apa yang saya dapat sama seperti apa yang diberikan oleh orang lain dan apa yang mereka dapat. So now there equality exists. Yeah? All right. Then when the reward per input they receive is smaller than the reward per input they receive, then they will say inequality exists. Organisasi enggak adil sama saya. Right? Nah, kerana apa yang saya dapat, bonus yang saya dapat, gaji yang saya dapat enggak setimpal dengan usaha saya dibanding dengan orang lain. Orang lain usahanya sama seperti saya, tapi ganjaran that I obtain, I got lesser than what they have. Now they will assume that inequality exists there. Another situation that workers say that inequality exists when the reward per input they receive, yeah, is bigger or more than the reward per input others receive. But actually, usually people will complain more if the second situation they experience, right? Apabila mereka dapat sedikit, mereka akan complain. They will complain, right? If they got less than what others got. But if they got more than what others got, do they complain? Honestly.
Nope.
No, but actually that is also inequality. If we got more than what others got, and in fact, they are contributing the same as we contribute, that is also not fair. All right? But usually we always complain when the reward per input, we got less than others. But when we got more than others, we don't complain. But yet that situation is also inequality. All right? And when inequality exists, people will try to do two things. Okay? In this situation, when their reward, okay, their reward per input, okay, is less than the reward per input of others, they will try to try to reduce their input. Ya, kalau kita cuma dapat sebagian dari apa yang mereka dapat. So why work hard? So might as well I reduce my input, right? I reduce my time, I reduce my effort, I reduce whatever that I contribute to my work. So that one, yeah. Okay, but in the second situation, okay, if I got reward per input, okay, more than reward per input of others, okay, actually this is not fair also. But if I got more pay, then I have to increase. I have to increase my input, okay, so that I can be together with other people, other workers, so that the fairness will exist. All right. Okay, so that is the second theory under this motivating need-based theory, process-based theory. Okay. Okay. The third one. Yeah. The third theory is goal-setting theory. Okay, so remember that maybe even though the name is different, okay, but when you study that, when you scrutinize some of the theories, some of them maybe have the similarity and they are redundant, okay, but that is okay because it also increase our understanding of the motivation theories. Okay. All right. So what is goal setting theory? Okay, goal setting theory, okay, put forward by Edwin Locke. Okay, and he said that, okay, this theory states that goal setting is essentially linked to task performance. And for the goal setting theory or the goal setting model to be working, to be working or to be effective, okay, the goals must be specific, the goal must be challenging, and acceptable, and the goal have the performance, the employees be given the performance feedback, and the goal was set for the task and responsibility to be given at the right time and perfect time. All right, so that is what is being said by Edwin Locke. Okay, and to be better, actually, when we set the goal for the employees, it is better for the employees to participate in the goal setting, because if actually, if we, the management, for example, if the management just set the goal for the employees without their participation, okay, because when employees participate in the goal setting when the goal was set, they will understand more, because employees themselves know what are their strengths and what are their weaknesses. So that when the employees be together with the management to set for the goals for their employees, they can discuss and see so that the goal is not too high and the goal is not too low for the employees, but just nice, perfect for each of the employees based on their competencies. All right, we start again. Okay, so here is the Locke's goal setting theory, okay, as I mentioned before, and as we discussed before. Okay, for this theory to work, okay, the goal that has been set up by the management must be clear, must be challenging, so that the employees can put more effort, okay, and the employees are able to give their commitment. Okay, and that's why we said that when the goal was set, it is better for the employees to be together when setting the goal, so that they can give their full commitment, because they know themselves what they can do and what they cannot do. But because if, let's say, the goal is set too high, so it will lead to the frustration, and when the workers frustrated, it will lead to lower commitment of the employees. And if under Locke goal setting theory also, feedback from managers or from management is always encouraged. Okay, the management is encouraged to give feedback from time to time to the employees, so that they know, okay, whether they are on the right track to achieve the goal that has been set up for them. And then task complexity. The task complexity here is not something to be worried if, let's say, the complexity of the task was given to the employees based on the competencies that the employees have. All right. Okay, and the last one under process-based theory, motivation theory, is the reinforcement theory. Okay, reinforcement theory. This theory focus on a positive reinforcement, negative reinforcement, punishment, and extinction. Okay, because usually reinforcement here is more or less like transaction. Okay, transaction, okay, from somebody to somebody else. All right, so we go to the diagram so to make us be clear or understand better. Okay, so here, okay, so we go to this one. Okay, under reinforcement theory, there are 4 reinforcement that can be applied. Okay, the first one we call that positive reinforcement. Okay, positive reinforcement is positive behavior followed by positive consequences. For example, positive behavior is employees achieve the KPI given. They perform very well. So that is positive behavior. Positive consequences is praise or increase in salary or bonus. So when employees achieve the KPI set up for them, so the management also must give the positive consequences. For example, in terms of bonus, in terms of salary, or the very small things is the praise, pujian, kan? So if let's say they do well, so might as well, if we don't, it is not time for us to give the bonus yet. So just praise. Puji-pujian itu, or you have the good, you did well, excellent, great, you have done a great job. So that one is also what can give something to the employees. So positive reinforcement is positive behavior will get positive consequences. Okay. Negative reinforcement is positive behavior to remove negative consequences. For example, here, okay, a clever management will give bonus or maybe will give a token of appreciation to the workers who never come late to work, or maybe never absent to work. So here, positive behavior, okay, followed by removal of negative consequences. Okay, we don't want people to come late, so that's why we give bonus. All right, so they will keep on doing the positive behavior. They won't be absent. They won't be late. Yeah, because they got the positive consequences from the management. Yeah? And then punishment here. Okay, punishment, negative behavior followed by negative consequences. Okay, so if you do bad, the management will also give you negative one. You do bad, I will also do bad to you. Okay, negative will gain negative. So what is the example here? If you absent, then I cut your salary. So absent is negative behavior. Cut the salary is negative consequences. All right. So negative for negative. Yeah. And then extinction is negative behavior followed by removal of positive consequences. Okay. This is the difference between this one, positive reinforcement. Extinction is negative behavior followed by removal of positive consequences, meaning that, okay, if last time I did good and my manager praised me, so that one is positive for positive. But this time I did good, but there is no praise from this new manager. So this kind of extinction will then lead me to lower down my input. Maybe that I have no more motivation to do good, to do well in my job, because no more praise. The praise extinct already, the extinction of the positive consequences. All right. Okay, so that is the reinforcement theory. Okay. So far, we finished our motivation theory, the 7 theory that we have touched on. Is there any sharing from any of you?
Hi, Prof.
Yeah, who's that?
My name is Aya. I am a student
Yes, Aya.
in master degree human resource in Airlangga University.
All right, Aya. Yes, how are you, Aya?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank
you.
I want to ask about a case or issue. If there is an employee who actually have a very high motivation and he is the type of employee who has a highly motivated person.
Yeah.
He also have a high competency, high skill and experience, and then he get into a new organization, and then he saw that the organization couldn't provide him like the leaders, the stakeholders, the HR couldn't help him to gain his competency, his skill. And then what is the best solution for that employee? Is resignation and turnover is the best solution for him, or is there any possibility, another solution to solve that case?
Okay, thank you very much, Aya. Okay, what is the best solution? Okay, actually, he is the one who can answer you. Okay, all right. Okay, but it's okay. Okay, we can just we can give him advice, right? Okay, whether resignation is the best or not for him. Okay, resignation is the best or not for him. Okay, it depends on first. Okay, is it easy for him to get the new job? Okay, if let's say it is not that easy, so I think maybe they can just stay with the organization. Okay, so for him, whether to quit or not to quit, they have to he has to make a list of the pro and cons. Okay, what are the impact if I leave? What are the impact if I stay? Okay, if you are the highly motivated person, sometimes, okay, the highly motivated person, they don't have to what they don't have to have the praise from others. They don't have to have the what something that is provided from the management. For example, training. Yes, I need to increase my competencies, but then the organization seems like they don't care less about me. So what I'm going to do? So actually, yes, organization, they have the responsibility to provide training for the employees. But remember that the employees themselves, they have their own responsibilities. Okay, and then if let's say that person okay, is a Muslim, that is much more that he has to give a very deep thought. Okay, because actually seorang Muslim sentiasa akan menambah baik keadaan dirinya, dan seorang Muslim itu adalah bermanfaat jika dia memanfaatkan orang lain. So don't really care about our frustration, but see how we are, or how I can improve myself. Of course, now disregard my my organization. Okay, but I myself can know. Okay, can do the personal assessment. Okay, what are the strengths that I have? What are the weaknesses that I have? And how do I improve my weaknesses? And how do I use my strength to do my job better? And how I contribute to what organization? And remember that if let's say you are highly motivated, okay, you are highly motivated, you will keep on doing your job at the best as you can. So at last, the organization will keep an eye on you. They will see you, and when they will see you, they will make some move. Yeah. So here, actually, that he don't make a very drastic decision. Try to list down the pro and cons, see the situation. Okay, is it easy for you to get new job? Okay, and what can you do? Okay, don't ask what the organization can do for you first, but what you can do for the organization. Because after all, when you think like that, the organization will see you, will put its eyes on you. Okay, that is only my my response to Aya. Okay, Aya. Okay, you can tell him that is my advice. But actually, yes, he also can discuss with his supervisors first. Okay, before, if let's say he want to quit, okay, before quitting, discuss with the supervisor, because some of the problems exist not because of the organization don't care about you, but because organization don't know what you need and what you want, because there is no communication between employees and management. So when there is communication between employees and management, the gap will be minimized. And then maybe the frustration level or the frustration gap can be minimized also. Yeah. So here, maybe try to communicate first. Okay, because maybe the management don't really realize what is being experienced by this particular employee. Okay, Ayah, okay, did I miss something? Maybe in certain situation that you see this case that I don't touch? Yes, Ayah?
It's all answered well.
Okay, but you can also give your opinion. Okay, as a friend, you can also advise him. So I want to listen to your advice, Ayah. What will you advise him?
First, make a list about the pros and the cons, and then he could communicate well to the leaders, and also he could perform his best, and then the organization will look forward to him.
Okay, yeah, good, Ayah. You can convey your message to your friends, so that maybe he will consider also, your advice to him. Thank you very much, Ayah.
Okay, thank you, Prof. Khatijah.
All right. Okay, so those are the motivation theory. So is there any other question or any other persons to share their opinions or maybe to share their experience, especially those who are working now? But I don't know, are you all full-time students? The 51 of you, are you all full-time students?
Some of them.
Yeah, some of you may be part-time students, just like what we have at UMT. Okay, some of our master students, they are part-time students because they are working people. So maybe the working people here, if we can listen to you, it is much better because you experience it. Because maybe for those who still do not work, okay, they just learn from the theory. But if let's say you can share with us, okay, the experience that you have gone through and how you relate to the motivation theory that we discussed this afternoon, so might be better to be shared with all of us here. If let's say some of you are willing to share. One, two, three.
Hello, Prof. I want to share and ask you some experience.
Okay,
maybe.
All right, Herma, yes.
Yes, I ever work at wira swasta office, personal office like that.
Private organization,
private, yes, private.
Okay.
Yes, private office. There is some worker that can do much effort for their work, but I also curious why the worker not going out from the office, but they too don't want to doing the work very good, or they don't have much effort.
Yeah,
like that.
Okay, so now you are still working, Herma?
Yes, but at different place.
Okay.
Yes,
so the previous one you were working with private organization, but this one public?
Yes.
Still private?
No, like startup. Startup.
Startup. That one is under what? Individual?
Yes.
Yes. It is on your own or your family, or maybe you are working with somebody else?
No, with my partner, my friends.
Okay, good. Best of luck to you. Yeah. Nah.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Prof.
Okay. Okay. Sorry. You did not ask me question, right? But you share with me your experience, right?
Yes, but I curious why there is people still working at the same office, but they do not doing much effort for their work like that. So
they are still
like that, Prof.
They are still
they
working.
They still work at the same place, but the worker do not do much effort for their work like that.
They don't give effort to their work.
Yes, they didn't. They don't do much effort. They don't do their best.
Oh, I see. So, but it depends.
Yeah.
That one actually, it depends on the individual, the personality. Okay, so usually like the theories that we have mentioned before. Okay, so what is the needs that you have? Needs for achievement, needs for affiliation. Maybe the one who didn't give much effort to their work, that one, maybe she or he has high level of affiliation need. They like to mingle around, talk. Right? They like to be friends, but they don't see their work as the means to achieve the high status, or they don't see their work as the means for the promotion. So different people actually, Herma, they are different. Because they have different personality, and they have different balance in them. They have different target in them, right? But sometimes actually this one can be changed. Okay, let's say you were brave enough at that time, Herma, and then you go to talk to them. Of course, sometimes it can change, right? But you just curious at that time. Just curious, but you didn't ask them. Why you didn't ask them?
I can't ask them. And I also thinking why the company also not kick out them.
So
maybe
the company also remember that there was one question previously, right, in this slot also. Okay, it is not about HRD. Sometimes it is about humanity, right? So why didn't the company kick these employees out? Okay, it's also humanity, and also maybe the management maybe has do some investigation of the family background. Why should I kick him out if, let's say, he is the only bread and winner for the family, right? So maybe this one is not because of the performance, maybe because maybe performance, I will let other performing workers to do that. But this one, maybe the only one different, so I just can close my eyes, because it won't give that much effect. But if I kick him out, it will lead to the social disease, and might as well I just keep him in the organization to do my social responsibility job. But provided that they are not so many of them lah. One or two people, okay. But if so many people like that, the company can go bankrupt, right?
Yes, really, it can be go bankrupt.
Yeah, but I think the management has made the right decision. Maybe they have do some investigation, but actually the management also did not do their part. So why do I say that? Because actually management also has to talk to this particular person, and then try to slow talk to him, what actually make him like that, right? So what the company can do and what he himself can do to improve himself, right? So actually there is also the drawback of the organization if the organization keep this person, but we don't know the true reason. Okay, the true reason, that one we don't know. Maybe all right. So we have
okay,
Herma. All right. Okay, we have about 30 more minutes to go. Okay, so can I continue? Can I continue to the next part? All right. Okay. So here I recap what we have discussed before. Okay, remember that James Preston Kiama Watito, 2017. Okay, in his study entitled Factors Affecting Employee Performance in an Organization, has listed 4 factors, which are motivation, job design, management, leadership style, and working condition. And as I mentioned before, actually there are many factors that contribute to human resource development. Okay, but this James only lists 4, and I took 2 of the factors that he discussed, which are motivation and leadership style. Okay, so motivation theories I have discussed with you. Okay, so now my turn to go to leadership styles, because actually leadership is also one of the factors that can contribute to the human resource development, or human resource training, or human resource performance. Okay, so actually leadership styles do contribute to the performance and the productivity of the employees and the whole organization. Okay, so actually leadership theory also relevant to the human resource development theory. Okay, so we go to the leadership definition first. Okay, what is leadership? And I know that all of you actually know what is leadership. Yeah, but yeah, it is not wasting our time actually if we go again and again of the definition of the leadership, right? So leadership is a process of influencing other people to achieve group or organizational goals. Okay, so it is how we can influence others. So in this case, how actually managers or management or leaders can influence their subordinates to do or perform better. All right, so that is the role of the employees too, in order to make sure that their employees gone through the right development process throughout their career within the organization, right? Okay, so now we go to the first one, is the trait theories. Okay, actually, in the early studies, I go back to the slide, the previous slide. Okay, what I want you to pay attention to is that this one. Okay, in the early studies, 2 main theories. Okay, 2 main categories of leadership theories. Yeah? They are trait theory, and the second one is behavior theory. So there is the difference between these 2. Under trait theories, okay, these theories stress on the qualities of the leaders. Okay, they believe that, okay, to be the leaders must have these certain personalities, these certain qualities. Yeah, so they are born with it. So meaning that they are born with it. Yeah, so that is the trait theory assumption. But behavior theory assumption is different. Behavior theory of leadership, they focus on action of a leader, and they believe that leadership or the qualities of in the leaders can be learned. Okay, whether formally or informally. Okay, so next we go to the first category of the leadership theory, which is trait theories. Okay, these trait theories actually, like I mentioned before, it focuses on the qualities of the leaders. Okay, the personality of the leaders, usually, or the handsome people, maybe the tall people, the very nice people can be the leaders. The warm and approachable, the brilliant people can be the leaders. That is assumed by the trait theories. Yeah. Okay, and the trait theory actually is based on the great man theory. Okay, what is great man theory? Okay, great man theory is the theory that believes that leaders are born, not made. You are born with certain qualities that make you be the leaders. An early explanation of leadership studies the traits of the great leaders. Usually they say that, okay, these leaders are great men. Why? Because they possess certain personality. They possess certain qualities to be leaders. Okay, for example here, Gandhi, Lincoln, Napoleon, for example, because they possess certain qualities that make them great leaders. So that is what is believed by the trait theories. Leaders are born. So I want to ask you here, do you agree that leaders are born? Do you agree that leaders are born, or they can learn to be leaders?
I think leaders, people can learn to be leaders because make from very great experience and much experience in she or her life.
So meaning that you go against the trait theories?
So but I think it's not. Huh? But I think the theory not fully right or wrong, because some people have their own ability, and it's depend how the people can can grow their, or can growing their skill. I think like that, Prof.
Yes, very good
and
answer,
develop
Herma.
themselves, can develop the great side of their side.
Yes. Very good, Herma. Yes, actually, we don't say that great man theory is wrong, right? Okay, yes, because it is a bonus. Actually, it is a bonus if you are born with certain qualities, right? But it will make you be better leader if you learn how to be better leaders. Right? So instead of just having the qualities that born with us, we also go through the learning process of being the good leaders. Okay, whether informally or formally, right? So I do agree with you also, Herma. Okay, so we continue our trait theory of leadership. Okay. Leadership trait theory here, I do some searching, and then there are actually many of leadership trait theories, but I would like to only discuss 4 of them under the leadership trait theory here. Okay, Sir Francis Galton, U.S. Marine Corps and Army, Edwin Gazelli, and Paul von Hindenburg. Okay, what each of them say actually? Okay, so this is Francis Galton theory. A very handsome uncle here. So this is the photo of Sir Francis Galton. Okay. Galton actually is a cousin of Charles Darwin, the Darwin theory. Okay, maybe some of you know Darwin theory. So Sir Francis Galton is the cousin of the Charles Darwin. Okay, what did he say? Okay, so Francis Galton theory, he said, okay, this theory actually one of the earliest leadership theories, and he wrote a book. He wrote a book on hereditary genius, published in 1869. And here he said that leadership qualities actually were genetic. It will inherited from generation to generation. Okay, that is what is assumed by Francis Galton. Okay, so meaning that if you are born in the leader's family, so until your grandchildren be the leaders. Okay, that is what is meant by Francis Galton. And Francis say that, okay, some characteristic that the leaders possess are intelligence, strong values, and also personal energy, how energetic they are. Okay, then we go to Edwin. The second theory under trait theory is theory introduced by Edwin Gazelli. Okay, Edwin Gazelli said that yes, leaders are made good leaders when they have certain qualities. And Edwin Gazzali, actually, they don't, he did not just say that, but he did list the qualities for the good leaders after he did some studies. And he, as mentioned here, he studied 300 managers from 19 different businesses in United States. And after he did the study, he concluded that there are 6 prime qualities that the good leaders possess. What are they? So here are the qualities. Okay, sorry, this one. Here, need for achievement. Okay, so good leaders always have what the needs for achievement, and then intelligent, the bright, they were the brightness of the what the good leaders. They are always the bright people, and decisiveness, can make decision. Self-confidence, they are not depending on others, but they are themselves are self-confident, and they make initiative. They are not the followers, but they are the first mover. Okay, and then supervisory ability. Yes, the good leaders, actually, they have good supervisory ability, because they need to supervise the subordinates. So that is what is mentioned by Edwin Gazzali. Okay, and the last one under trait theory is Paul von Hindenburg theory. Okay, so Hindenburg actually was a German World War I military commander, and he was also a president. And he used trait theories for selecting and developing military leaders. And here also, actually, it's good also if, let's say, we apply this theory. Okay, because actually trait theory is not just appointing the leaders, but also to decide, okay, which employees, okay, to be placed under which position. Okay, so primary qualities of leadership abilities, according to the Hindenburg, is divided into two major categories, which is intelligent, then divided into 2, bright and dull, and then vitality is divided into energetic versus lazy. Okay, this is actually the diagram that has been introduced by Hindenburg. Okay, so here, if, let's say, okay, they scrutinize, and maybe they skimming and scanning his people, then those who are bright and energetic, so he will place them as a field commanders. Those who are bright but lazy, so those can be the staff officer. Why? Because staff officer can just be they will be instructed, and upon the instruction they will do their job. They don't have the initiative to be the first mover. All right. Okay. If, let's say, his people are energetic but dull, so he will place his people as a frontliners as a frontline soldiers. Yeah. And if his people are dull and lazy, so that one is left alone. Out you go. All right. So this is the ideas or the notion behind the Hindenburg theory. All right. Okay. So I would like to ask here, if you are the manager, then how would you use the trait theory in order to develop your employees? Anybody want to answer my question? Now assume that you are a leader or you are a manager now. How would you use trait theory, okay, to develop your employees here? Okay, just take any one of the theories that we have discussed. Okay, trade theories. We have discussed the word Sir Francis theory. Yeah, here. Yes, Sir Francis Galton theory, which said that leaders are born. Yeah, and the qualities are within them already. Yeah? And then Edwin Gazelli said that, okay, there are 6 qualities that the leaders must have. Okay, that the leaders, but also this one, how would you apply the qualities of that leaders must have to be applied into developing your employees to be the performing employees? Yeah, you can just apply whether Galton's theory, Gazelli's theory, or Hindenburg theories. Okay, anybody? Penat dah ya, sudah capek kok. Sudah capek ya? Okay, maybe can be the homework lah. Can be the homework for you to finish it at home, okay? But you are already at home, right? Okay, so Fitri, actually I have another portion to cover, yeah? But I think the behavior theory, but I might as well use these 10 minutes maybe to open to questions or discussion. But the theory, the rest of the theory and the behavior theory of leadership, maybe I can just email to Fitri, and then Fitri can just pass to the rest of the mahasiswa there. Yeah, Fitri?
Yes, okay, Prof. Okay, yes. Bu Nuri?
Okay. Okay, Prof. Khotija, I think your explanation clearly for your lecture. Yeah.
You are my best student, Bu Nuri. You are my best student. Because you yourself have been born with the qualities of intelligence.
Yes, your explanation very clearly for today and the last week. Your lecture about human resource development theory.
Oh, last meeting during the puasa time.
Okay, students, we have discussed about motivation theories and then leadership theories. I think it's very useful for our students. Okay. Finally, I think thank you, Prof. Khotija, for your lecture. Hopefully, you will come to Surabaya.
Yes, I will. I really want to be there for the second time.
Yes. Okay, we're waiting for you.
And I would like to go to what? Mount
Bromo.
Bromo, yes. Mount
Yes.
Bromo. Yes.
Okay, we can go together.
Yeah.
With our students.
But actually, the one that I loved very much about Mount Bromo is the community pinggiran Mount Bromo. Because we spent about we spent about 2 days there. What?
Tengger clan.
Suku Tengger.
Tengger clan.
Oh, they are very
Suku
nice
Tengger.
people. Yes, I miss them very much.
Okay. Okay, we will go to there.
Yes. I love you.
Okay, Prof. Khotija, thank you so much.
Welcome. You're most welcome.
All of us waiting for you in Surabaya.
Okay,
and hopefully
inshallah.
we can go to Malaysia.
Yes, you are also welcome to Malaysia. All right. If let's say you have Mount Bromo over there, we have Tasik Kenyer. Tasik Kenyer is under UMT, University Malaysia Terengganu. So you can do searching. Okay, the rest of mahasiswa also, you can do the searching in internet. Tasik Kenyer, Kenyer Lake, K-E-N-Y-I-R. Tasik Kenyer or Kenyer Lake. Okay, that one is the biggest in Asia, the main lake. Tasik Kenyer. And it actually is very beautiful. And now ecotourism and edutourism are very active over
Oh,
there.
lake.
Lake, yes.
Oh,
It is a lake, a very big lake.
Okay. Big lake. Okay, thank you so much, Prof. Khatijah.
Yes, most
Thank
welcome.
you.
Yeah. Hope we can see each other soon. All right. Okay.
Okay, hopefully.
Oke.
Thank you Mbak Fitri. Silahkan.
Terima kasih. Ya, terima kasih untuk Prof. Khatijah atas kuliahnya hari ini. Pastinya saya akan mengajukan lagi untuk semester depan.
Oh, semester depan? Oh, masih ada semester depan ya?
Semester depan. Selain kuliah, pasti juga workshop juga ya.
Oh, workshop Prof? Juga ya. But then, Fitri, I just want to ask, yang apa itu masih lagi tajuk yang sama atau sudah berlainan? Dulu kan ada kinerja something to do like that.
Kalau
kinerja.
For the public lecture is already done.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, only for the workshop and pendampingan, Bu Nuri.
Apalagi Fitri, harap diinformkan sama saya, apalagi tugasan yang perlu saya lakukan.
Thank you, Prof. Khatijah. Thank you,
Bro.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you everyone. Untuk jangan lupa untuk mengisi registrasi link and attendance untuk mendapatkan PowerPoint dari materi Prof. Khatijah hari ini. Mungkin bila ada kesulitan untuk PowerPoint materi hari ini bisa menghubungi saya gitu.